like,
yes, actually, we're going to transition into our top 5 tips for a healthy marriage. Number 1, communication.
So especially for women, like, our hormones are constantly changing.
Yes.
So Mike also likes physical touch, but there are days that, like, I would rather be drugged naked behind a dump truck from here to wherever.
Yep.
There's just days where my body's like, this is not it.
Mm-hmm. Blanket poncho on in the corner, 2 feet away from you.
And, like, he is also understanding of that.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a few days a month where we sit, like, opposite in the living room, we're watching TV, and he's just, like, he'll look over and he'll, instead of, like, assuming I don't want to be near him, he'll ask me for an affirmation. Yeah. So he'll be like, hey, hon, love you. And I'm like, oh my God, I love you too. Yes, it's not you, it's me. Like, it's all humans right now. It's not, like, a, like, Angus thing. So, like, communicating about that too. So and, like, communicating the evolving and, like, what you needed yesterday might not be what you need today. I think that's so important.
Absolutely. And for us, like, teamwork is a big thing.
Yes.
And so that communication.
Right,
absolutely. And, like, being, like, a true, like, 50-50 team, but also, like, recognizing and communicating the days, like, where you don't feel like a 50% player.
You can't be all the time.
Right.
That's a myth.
But saying I can't give.
Yeah. So then, like, you balance each other out, but also, like, communicating and respecting the space where, like, your partner might be like, you haven't really been showing up lately. You know what I mean? Like, being okay with having those hard conversations and receiving that data, I guess, or like, I hate the word feedback because in my manifestation episode, Joanna said it's a trigger word, so now I just am trying to find other words for it.
Feedback, it's not a fucking internet review,
Input, I don't know what else to call feedback.
Insert.
It's always
comment suggestions.
It's always
insert a clip from wine country.
Oh, or a review. It's just a review. It's just a little review on your behavior. Yeah. And I feel like we're also...
I like to call them fan theories.
Okay. We're also defensive anytime anyone wants to critique your behavior. But then you're the first... Yeah. I'm also always the first person to be like, no, I'll listen. Tell me what I can do differently. Yeah. But then when you come for me, I'm like, no, I don't do that. I'm not being defensive.
I am mean.
So something that, like, Mike and I have done recently, and it's, like, not really orthodox, but when we fight, we'll record the conversation. Oh. And then... we find ourselves being more eager to resolve it because we know we're going to listen to it afterwards.
Yeah.
And that takes a lot from where I come from because I never gave a shit about what came out of my mouth in previous relationships. I did what I wanted to. Real talk.
Yeah.
I said
we both fought dirty.
Yeah, I fought. There was no dirtier fighter than me. I would come for your fucking throat. I would. Yeah. Because you're not going to get over on me. Like there was always some power dynamic in previous relationships where you owe me this because of, and then things became transactional. Yeah. And transactional in a relationship should not be physical. Yeah. It should be, hey, you know what? I'm gonna do this because I want to. I'm gonna clean the kitchen tonight. So can I just get like an extra 30 minutes of gaming in or something along those lines? And then it's just like. Excuse me. The fact of the matter is, though, is that you can't do that, though. And I had to learn that the hard way because I came from a very transactional childhood. I came from a transactional relationship when I had my daughter. Every single step in my life up to this point has been transactional. It was so normalized for me that I didn't know how to give something without not saying like getting it back. But every single thing that I did was giving to get back. Like
there's an expectation always.
Exactly, and there can't be. Like now, it's like she's like, can you help me with laundry? And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, all right. It's just something you do.
And
it's like second nature.
Yeah. In a less stressed out partner.
Yep, absolutely.
For me,
is Mike's unlocked this thing where he's realized that if I come home and the house is chaos. Yeah. The likelihood of intimacy is in negative. Yeah. Not only is it zero,
you can't focus. It's just like consuming.
Because I sit down and I either bury myself in my phone or something else because I can't even think about the 3 loads of laundry, the dishes.
You can't look at the world around her. It's like, you doom scroll. So it's like, look, what I'll do is
that's what I do too.
Listen to a podcast.
Because it's not real.
I'll listen,
I'm an ostrich. If I cannot see it, it is not real.
Yeah, for
so
real.
Here I am now. Till bedtime. See you later. So he's and he likes to receive physical touch and intimacy. So he's unlocked this other level. Yeah. Like he's leveled up where he's realized that like if I ask him to do the dishes and he does them, it's going to mean even more. Like, I'm assuming they're not going to be done, basically.
Yep. Yeah.
And if he does them...
Under promise, over deliver, boys. You're welcome.
And if he does them, and it's just such a... Like, I get so excited.
Yeah.
And then, like, not only will the dishes be done, but he'll have changed Raven's little pad. Yeah. He'll have done one more thing that was like that I didn't even
up, down, A, B, left, right.
Yes.
Yes.
It definitely does some power up shit. And I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool. I can actually sit and focus on our relationship tonight with the time we have together.
Yeah.
Instead of like distracting myself from my real life tasks. And it also helped me realize I need to communicate what I need more.
Yeah,
because I would sit there and stew. Why doesn't he know laundry needs to be done? How can he not know? I've said out loud 3 times this week, I have no pants left for work.
Yeah.
But
and then I say, go to work's pantless.
At the end of the day, he's just a simple man.
Yeah.
And if I don't say, no, I really need you to do the laundry.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and he's also worked really hard on receiving, so I give very direct feedback. It's
me too.
It's something I did in the corporate world. It's it's just who I am. I don't know.
It's about as subtle as a school bus.
I don't feel the need to like send a smooch.
Yeah.
This is what I need.
Right.
If
there's no, you don't need to fluff it up.
Yeah, I don't need to be like, listen. But I also will like ride so hard for people. Do you know what I mean? So, but my feedback's very direct. So he also, for the longest time, felt attacked by my feedback.
I'm sorry. I had to work on that too.
By my reviews.
Yes, your reviews.
He felt attacked by my reviews.
Yeah, and I feel like our boys are very like not very sensitive, but they're. I don't know.
Emotionally aware.
Yeah, right.
Emotionally aware.
May I just go on something? I'm going to guess that you're going to agree with this and tell me if I'm wrong. Here's the thing. I don't do anything to make her life difficult. I don't
intentionally.
Intentionally.
Intentionally, period.
Yeah, intentionally, exactly. I don't consciously go out of my way to be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm not doing your laundry. I don't care if you have pants.
Yeah.
But that's how I believe sometimes it was received, because even when she was trying to just like talk to me about it, I was fucking
ready to
I was being passive and he was taking them as like incoming attacks. So like we both
that way
weren't,
because it's like when you hear you're falling short, it's emasculating almost. And it's like you can't. But there's nothing wrong with that.
It also like as a woman when you hear you're falling short, you're like, but I kept a kid alive today.
Right. Yeah.
Like how do you not understand that I couldn't do this? I did that. Yeah. And I see a dynamic, especially because we have a child half of our time, where, yes, he works, and that's hard and that's stressful. Yeah. And there are days I don't appreciate it, but there are also days I need to say, hey, I know you put OT into that time today for our family. Yeah. And when I give him that
feedback,
words of affirmation,
that
review, he's more likely to be present in the family. That night, and maybe give me an hour off or something. Yeah,
I feel like
it
you
all
really
comes
appreciate
back to
that too.
communication.
Yeah, it does.
Literally.
It does, and that's the thing. You find someone that you can communicate with. You can do anything with them. You can raise a child. You can buy a home.
Communication is definitely
you can plan for retirement. You know, like you can do all of that stuff.
Right.
Like one of the things that she says to me about, she's like, I want to do my taxes with you. Like.
But that means I love you. Like
no, I know. I
want to do the weird shit with you.
Yeah,
because
like,
I love you.
She always said, I love doing life with you. Life is, hey, look at this awesome fucking Swiffer that I just bought.
Yeah.
It has pads on it that have a stripe to let you know when you have to change them.
Or like when I re-up like the booty wipes that we use for when you're not urinating.
You really do love me.
He'll be like, hey, hon, thanks for the fresh wipes.
Right.
Like,
just little stuff. It doesn't have to be anything crazy.
Yes.
No, I don't
It's just
need
like
much.
general recognition of like the role you play in each other's lives.
Right. Yeah.
Even if it's just like
always.
I expect him to take the trash out. Why? Because he has said I will always do it no matter what.
Yeah. But
we also discovered that he's a last minute Larry, which is okay. ADHD is real. So like now, instead of putting it out on Monday mornings, we put it out on Sunday nights. Okay. So I'll gently nudge him to remind him to put it out, and he'll be like, "You're right. I should do it now." So it's not a fight. It's just more of like a learning what triggers each other.
Yeah, and holding each other accountable and being okay with it.
Yes. And you're a procrastinating Pamela, so we
Way to come up with that name on the spot.
That was funny.
I love it.
Thank you very much.
Any other feedback from you?
No.
On that one? Shit, I said the word again.
Thanks for coming today, Josh.
He's bad.
Can I get anybody anything while I'm up?
I'm good. Go for it. You're good.
I will step out for a moment.
You're good.
Is the eldest member of the panel tonight, so he needs to
loosen those
stretch
legs.
the joints.
Watching the podcast.
we are doing so great.
Wow, he's taking a break. Let's talk about you guys. Or, like, what's up next on the docket?
Next tip is to have fun / laugh often.
You have to.
Yeah.
So one thing that I appreciate a lot about Mike is when I get into a mood, and sometimes it's fueled by, like, an Adderall crash in the afternoon. I didn't take care of my body by eating enough or drinking enough that day. Yeah. It's usually self-inflicted, but not on purpose. Yeah. In my defense.
I always try to take care of your body in my defense.
Okay. He will do something that he knows I find funny. Yep. To catch me off guard. Yeah. And it, like, my walls go down because I'm like, what are you doing? Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
One of the things that has also really evolved into that too has been Olivia's presence in our relationship, because you guys are gonna find this out. And if you just let me pontificate for a moment.
Yeah, go for it.
If I can give new parents advice. Yeah.
What the hell does that mean? Pontificate?
Proliferate and pontificate.
Let me
be a little bit loquacious for a moment. Be a little bit over-explanatory.
Okay.
Let's open up Webster.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
You can unplug our mic anytime.
Yeah, just edit this out if you
don't want to hear it. I want to hear this.
Here's the thing as parents. Yeah. Here's the thing as parents that you are going to realize and understand. Mm-hmm. You still need to date each other.
Have to.
That is so fucking important. It is so fucking. I forgot how to do that with her, with my child's mother. I did. And it was. I don't obviously regret the road that got me here. Yeah. But there are potholes that I wish I would have filled in along the way. Mm. And one of those is learning that and being able to just say to that, you guys are parents, but you're also a couple. Right. And that's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, yeah. And the dynamic and like the ever moving parts in that puzzle that constantly changes. Mm-hmm. One thing that is going to be constant is the two of you. Yeah, right. Mm-hmm. How he sees your marriage is how he sees how he's going to treat a woman. Yeah. Just like what we say, how she sees our relationship is how she's going to accept. Yeah, accept and demand.
And on top of I'll use that to call him up. I'm not trying to bring it back negatively, but I'll often say, is this something you'd want your daughter to receive? Right. Yeah. She's right. But he'll also say to me, before I take your words personally, was that you or your anxiety talking? So we check each other on it. Right, yeah. And it will give me a minute to be like, was that the anxious bitch? Or like, do I mean these mean things?
Oh, right. I want to break it down. We were on a road trip back from New Hampshire, and I started calling her Darlene, and it was, we laughed for 3.5 hours straight. And so every once in a while, I'll be like, Darlene, what you talking shit for?
And it catches me
off guard. Don't tell me what I know.
Like, catching me off guard with the humor, especially when I am in choosing violence and escalation really helps de-escalate the situation.
Yeah, I feel like we laugh so much every single night. Yeah, it's definitely an important thing.
Awesome.
You have to laugh at yourself too, though. Right? Yeah. If you can't be like, when he makes fun of me, I'm like, this is true. Like, this is hilarious because it is so spot on.
And her mother too. Like, her mother the other day, she didn't want to take something home from DoorDash that we got. She's like, I don't know how well it'll keep in the car. I was like, it kept pretty well on the way over here in a car.
Very valid point.
But no, it's like just the don't stop dating each other. That's my 42-year-old. I know I do
Thank
not
you,
look
that
that
is
old.
Great advice.
Thank you. It is imperative, and I see that in you too. Like
Thank
I see you too. Like
you have
just
to. Like Pizza Fridays, you have to.
Well, and that's the thing too. I want to kind of touch base on, like, our budget has been pretty tight, so like it doesn't mean you have to go on these extravagant dates all the time. It's just like penciling that time in for just the two of you. Yes. As often as you can.
We've gone to Target dates where I let her touch stuff, which is literally, she'll just sit there and rip a fucking joint like, I want to go touch things.
But like,
she sounds like Professor Snape. She's like, let's go on Target.
It will typically trigger him because in his mind, me touching it means we're buying it, which means we're giving us money. Yeah. So like,
that's like Megan when we
it tickles both our pickles.
When you first walk into Target,
the dollar section.
Yeah, on the
left. You have to touch everything. I
bought 3 plant waters from the dollar section.
Collar on her.
It doesn't mean you're buying it. You have to touch the word. And yes, and I also shout out to my best friend Desiree also. For teaching me the word tactile. Oh. So I've learned that I'm a tactile learner via Desiree. Because when I say, like, can I see that pen? I don't mean with my eyes. I mean, I want to, like, see it. Yeah. Was it smell like? Should I lick it? Touching it, seeing it.
This is why we're friends.
It smells like pen.
No, it doesn't. They don't.
No, but that's something I would say.
Yes.
Yeah,
like, it smells like pen in here. It's like the ink smell.
Yeah.
So like 10-15.
But I have to like experience a thing for my brain to understand it.
Yeah,
I can't just like assume that the visual is correct.
Right.
I don't trust
the
anything.
Weirdest
basically.
I
smell everything.
This smells like
I smell everything.
Yeah. I could walk through a movie and like it smells like a hot dog with mustard on it, and they'll like think about it and they're like, "That's fucking weird," but then you're like, "Yeah."
One of the things that I like to do, it's the same thing. I go with smells too. What?
I love a glizzy, a hot dog.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
An H dizzle.
Yep.
What were you gonna say? Something about smells?
Wait, squad poll. How does everyone take their hot dog?
No.
Oof.
I like ketchup and celery salt.
Okay.
I do like mustard though.
No mustard?
No.
Don't worry.
Sometimes I like just mustard. Sometimes I like ketchup and celery salt.
I apply condiments to the bottom, and I do relish and ketchup. Because I don't like when it splooshes all over my face.
Splooshes.
That's what she said.
Cannot have too many condiments.
Yes.
I am in my baby Amanda days just ketchup because like sugar rush.
Yeah.
But in my adult Amanda days, I'm in equal parts one swipe ketchup, one swipe mustard.
I do love a good spicy mustard every once in a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, I'm an old-fashioned American cheese and ketchup kind of guy.
You put cheese in your hot dog?
Yeah, you ever heard of cheese dog tufts?
I mean, I've definitely made it for one of my cousins.
I mean, I could put anything that you let me put cheese on, but
yeah, I mean, I find talk about love languages.
Yeah.
One of the things that I am going to do the next time you come over to my house is put together the most exquisite cheese board you've ever laid your eyes on.
Oof, I love it. Did you see my bruschetta board I made this weekend?
yes. 27 out of 10.
Dude, flip it twice for that.
No, it was so good.
Do that.
Even the aesthetic was beautiful. The 3 strawberries with the like 9 pieces of cheese was.
The berries and the cheese.
Thank you.
I was like
I was
Libra.
very proud of myself.
I was
I looked at that. I
Libraing
was like,
so
is this
hard.
ancient Rome? Are we fucking royalty for even gazing upon this?
I apologize for the amount of prosciutto that did not make that board.
Yeah, he loves
It's okay.
The boy loves
Did it make it to your
prosciutto.
stomach?
That's great.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Welcome.
What are 2 things that are really fun that you guys do to... Oh, wait. Actually, I know one that you mentioned that I really love. You play video games together on Sundays.
Yeah.
Yes, we
So
love Mario
fun.
Kart. Oh, so yes. So during one of our weekends where we had no money to spend,
Yes.
we invented Strip Mario Kart.
Let's hear it.
So
tips
also,
on how to get spicy.
Also, ladies, you don't need to be good. I'm going to tell you about the handicap option.
Sucks.
I'm so bad at it. I don't mean it. I don't mean to be so bad at it.
I'm also terrible at video games.
It's just I try so
There's
hard.
There's too many buttons.
They're all doing a different thing, and I'm like, ugh.
I literally just click every button at the same time.
I gotta tell you something after, man.
No, that's fine. That's fine. This is the most. There's so many buttons.
Anyways, so Michael would give me a handicap. He would be like, okay, if I
also known
beat
as an
you,
old-fashioned.
if I beat you by more than 30 points, then you take off a piece of clothing.
Yeah.
It's not that tame, and you fucking know it.
Okay, and
right,
then
what are the real rules?
mine would be if you didn't beat me by more than 30 points, you're gonna empty the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Okay.
That turns me on. Again, acts of service. That turns me on.
Yes.
So then we got to playing, and it just ended up being so fun because then we were fighting over who won,
right?
And we were just realized, like, we were just so committed to this,
to the end result.
to the game.
Yeah, I love it.
It was fun.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, Strip Mario Kart, and then it became Sexual Favors Mario Kart. On my end, her end was
more acts of service.
Talk to me like fill a Amazon Target.
If you don't win, how many days do I have to not put out? Thank you.
Yes. Yes. And it was how many days can I get away with not showering?
I shower. I wash my body at least once every 24 hours.
Yeah, same.
Don't. Let's talk about you.
Yeah. Let's talk about the boys.
Man hygiene. Yeah. If you want to talk about hygiene, let's talk about man hygiene.
I used to have to beg Josh to
see,
shower.
You did not.
Yes, it's
How
okay.
did you get the nickname Pigpen?
The truth is coming out.
Oh man.
I think you just came up with
I
it.
literally got you a Christmas ornament.
I know. And we still hanging on the tree. We still hanging on the tree.
It's okay.
He is much
okay.
improved. He has a hard time, like, literally scheduling a regular haircut for himself. I was like, Josh, you deserve to spend $30 on yourself every 2 weeks.
Mike gets one every week.
Every week.
I get one weekly. You know what they do? They hit me with a fucking Manscaped thing, and then I just walk out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
We schedule it.
It makes him feel so good.
Yes.
I love when he looks fresh.
So handsome.
Yeah, so handsome.
I feel like Johnny Sins, bro.
You guys should make it a mandate.
I'm a
What time
pilot
does
and an astronaut
what
at the
time
same
does jujitsu
time.
start on Saturdays?
He doesn't go on Saturdays.
What's your Saturday morning schedule generally like?
He either drops me off at Elevated or he's here with Pam. Okay. The only or he would have to drop off me for.
Right.
So new idea.
You know what I want to do?
New
I
idea.
want to take you to my barber shop.
Yes.
Which one do you go to? I think you go to the same one.
Lima's barber shop.
Oh my God, just Lima's husband?
No, he's not married.
Oh wait, never mind. He's beards and barbers and beards.
Yeah, not
but their last names.
He's
I know what you're talking about though.
I've driven by there.
Yeah, it's on that hill.
I don't know how you weren't compelled to go in there. It's top notch, and you want to know how I got to go in there?
Oh God, why?
Why?
Because this absolute fucking savage sits down one day and is like going through my beard, looking at me, giving me one of these, like, oh, put your chin up. And she goes,
the subtle hints of like examining. Yeah, I do the same shit.
I completely misread them signals. I'm like, what's up? And she goes, can I ask you a question?
So subtle.
Do you do your own beard? And I go, as a matter of fact.
Oh boy, I gotta plug us in. Or you got it on the counter.
I do. And she goes, we should fucking change that. And I'm like, and then I look back at myself. It is amazing.
It's just that his beard
people didn't run away from me.
Yeah, it's just that he was still so handsome, but his beard was like
so
just
fucking
John
handsome.
had a very long
with his
beard period.
with his body hair. Yeah,
yeah.
It just was
all
like
connects.
there was no gap.
Yeah.
There was just
and I don't have a neck. I can't wear a turtleneck. We found
you have a nice neck.
I don't have a neck, young lady. Stop
we
trying to
both
be nice
have
to
very
me.
short necks.
I guess the necks are short.
It's always wearing a hoodie. I mean, don't get me wrong. Extra days.
No, my beard was like.
You had like Amish beard.
Yeah, it did not look good at all.
I disagree, sir. You look like Moses.
He didn't have the curls, but it was full.
Please.
Did you get locks for free everywhere you went?
I know what we're being for Halloween.
Stop. I'm all in for a group costume. I want to be a BLT sandwich.
By yourself?
Yeah.
No, as a family, but what was my other good one that I wanted to do? BLT, and I forgot. I'll have to think on it. I don't know.
Well, Colby's Halloween party this year is Disney.
Oh, yes. And also, she's like the best party person.
Colby's a fucking princess. She's a freak of nature.
Cheers to Colby.
Also, she's amazing.
Yeah,
she's the
Colby.
nicest human I've ever met.
Nicest
human.
Cheers to Colby Bane.
Cheers to Colby Bane.
Colby Bane.
Colby
Awesome
Bane.
to know
Go
you.
click
Colby Bane.
on it, yeah.
Colby Bane.
Colby Bane.
Shout
Colby
out.
Bane.
Cling.
Clink.
She's an angel.
Clang, clang, clang.
Earth
like
angel.
Colby and I talked for about 30 minutes the other day and didn't run out of things to talk about until I had to go to the bathroom.
She's a wonderful human.
Yeah.
She is. She's beautiful inside.
Talk about like life humbling you, but I feel like she's always been such a sweet person. It just get that vibe from her. Like, she's always had the best intentions.
That's somebody who really has gone through shit and has come out smelling like the proverbial rose.
Yes.
Still looking out for everyone else.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
so
you
selfless.
You know one person like that in your life. Like I'm glad.
You're so
glad that
lucky.
we know her.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, truly.
All right, number 3, checking in.
Number 1.
This is the first episode that's gonna go over an hour. We've definitely been over an hour.
That's fine, guys. Welcome. Love to have you.
Oh, we're still under an hour. Wow, guys. Okay, crushing it.
Time management.
Time management.
6 out of 10.
We're so good at this.
Keep
Still
going.
learning.
Yeah.
We're gonna go over the hour.
Number
we still have 3. All right, check in. So making an effort to check in with one another. You both deserve like that respect, essentially. Like noticing the energy's off and like being brave enough to ask like what's going on, and also being brave enough to actually express how you're feeling.
I overdo the first part and I never do the second part. I always ask her, like, one of the first things, and also too, I want to talk about this. When we first got together, I was like, can I get you anything? Can I do anything for you? Because silence to me silence to me meant that you were pissed off at me.
Got it. Okay.
So I had to do constant fucking check-ins. And that got to the point where she was like, I need you to stop. I don't need you to ask me how I'm doing. If I need something, I will tell you.
I'm extremely vocal.
Yeah.
I will be like, here's what I need, here's what my black and white, right? I will let you know. I'll be the first to tell you if I need something.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, for me to tell her what I needed was, I mean, I get a better chance of literally eating every piece of cardboard in your house.
Yeah.
Like, that's how bad it was, because I was never able to express myself given how I was raised, given how the relationships that I had. I always had to be the one there for someone else.
Yeah.
And I never realized that there was another half of that I deserved and that I was, quite frankly, worthy of.
Everyone's worthy of that, yeah, for sure.
An example would be, he'll say, like, what do you want to do for dinner? And I'll say, what do you want?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, no, absolutely not. I'm not making this. No, it's not. I'm not setting you up to
fail. You eat
fail.
3 things. If I make something else, you're not going to eat it. And I'm going to be like,
no, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You used to think I was setting you up to fail by saying you pick.
It was a trick.
Yeah, it never was a trick. It never was a trick. And then once you realized it wasn't a trick and you felt confident picking, then
right. The longer you're together, you learn things that you like and don't like, and then you can like feel comfortable and confident in making that like surprise decision.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you guys do that? How do you do check-ins?
I feel like it usually comes in like when we're in the garage when we go like smoke a joint at the end of the night because I've been terrible with my phone lately, honestly, but. Usually that's the time where
the box
I'll put
is
my phone
now
away.
upstairs.
I know. Well,
so
people
there's
kept
no
thinking
box
it was like an
anymore.
urn with ashes in it.
No,
it's okay.
It's
so
a box
I
with my
couldn't-
phone in it.
Yeah.
You put your phone in a box.
So
she was putting her phone in a box.
This past marriage anniversary was the wooden gift. We try and do like traditional just because it like gives us an idea of what to do every year.
That's adorable though.
Yeah.
That is traditional.
That wasn't the initial reason
why
I got you the box.
Well, it's a cedar chest, so it was like wooden.
Yeah,
but
you throwing your phone in there wasn't the initial reason.
No, that's not the initial reason. It's supposed to be for like family memories. We need to get like a new camera.
Hey, failing successfully is still failing.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So anyways, I was putting my phone quite literally in a box at night because I am definitely a recovering phone addict. Yeah,
it's just so stimulating.
Should I not refer to you as Meg Davis health coach anymore? Does that
she'll
no, you can call me that.
She'll throw it in the box, and then she'll still go in the box.
Yeah.
And then I'll throw the lock on it.
Then he'll. If I'm really bad, he'll lock it.
If I threw a lock on it, I would not be here. I would be cut up into. Oh, funny story about Amanda.
I love things that start like
that.
Right?
We fucking go like this. We're literally watching like serial killer porn because we were in like that true crime era. Like, oh my god, there's so many different directions we go. So I wanted to go classic serial killer route.
Yeah.
Fucking watch something about Eileen Wuornos. Keep in mind, we're watching serial killer porn.
Not actual
porn. They went down like
went
down like a nondescript Florida highway. I think it was Interstate 20, but they have a lot of outlets where you can just drive down.
So there's so much land. There's so many dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere. There has to be. Are you kidding me?
New Hampshire?
Everywhere.
Florida.
Fucking Vermont, bro.
There's so much ocean that hasn't been explored.
Like I have a very good friend of mine. I have a very good friend of mine.
Anyway, finish the first story.
No, okay. But anyway, so she goes, I go, hey, Amanda, what do you think's happening down them roads? And she goes, she doesn't even look miss a beat or anything. She's on her phone. She goes, I don't know, Michael, sucking dicks.
Because they were talking about, like, what would a bunch of men be doing driving down a road by themselves? I don't know, sucking fucking dicks?
That's so
Sucking dicks? Sucking dicks?
Sucking dicks, Michael.
Oh my god. Very true statement, though.
Like, that's what...
So many opportunities for activities.
I love her deformed brain, how it went to that. Like, that's my woman. That's my person.
Like, it didn't occur to me they were killing each other. They're just probably sucking each other.
No, it's just one person killing someone else ritually, hence the serial killer documentary that we watched.
I mean, she could have also been sucking dicks.
Yeah,
she
sucking dicks!
Yeah, sucking dicks afterwards, fucking piping people after they die.
The whiskey is hitting. I'm so proud of you for saying something like that.
Wow.
Wow.
Now it's time to talk about him getting a haircut once a week if you want.
Yeah, come on. You know what? We can bring Cameron. We can fucking.
Cameron loves it. Cam off with me. Bro. I'll spot with him all morning.
I take Cam sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
Honestly,
he does.
Do it for yourself. It's the same thing. It's a dumb way to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like the other barber that I don't go to, he broke up with some girl and she gave him a fucking pair of Jordans to get him back, and he took the Jordans and didn't go back with her. So
flex.
So we
that's it.
Yeah.
I wish.
Flex. So
want to break up? Okay.
Every day of my life.
Just looking for a new pair of kicks. JK.
No, I mean that's another cool thing too. Is like, do you wanna break up tonight?
Oh, it's getting deep. Not the vibe we want.
What's
you just
number
brought the vibe so low. Just kidding. Let's bring it up. Loyalty and trust.
Loyalty and trust.
Honestly, I feel like if you don't have these two things, you won't make it.
My number one is loyalty.
Yeah.
My number one thing is loyalty.
Right. Fucking scumbag if you don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
I think our.
Cheers to being a scumbag if you back out.
High fives and scumbags.
Punching glasses over your trash. Josh just comes in all aggressive with his fist.
Also, Trixie is gone. I don't know where she went.
She's right there. She's on the other side of the couch.
Oh, okay.
She's loyal as fuck.
She's good.
Yeah, Trixie is loyal as fuck. She's amazing.
Here's the thing,
you have something, Amanda. There's something in your glass.
Is it wine?
Turn it right there.
It's the bubbles from the wine.
Oh yeah, it's bubbles.
Thank you, Josh. I will alert you. I promise.
That looks like a tonsil stone, doesn't it?
Sure. You can't say I've ever seen one.
Stop. Yeah. What? A tonsil stone?
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
All right, loyalty and trust. One other comment I had to get on track with some of this conversation. These are sometimes things that have to be earned based on maybe past trauma or your upbringing.
Yes. All of the above.
I'm not gonna fucking compare and contrast, but I probably had a worse upbringing than. Actually, I was gonna say worse. It was tough.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I wish I was able to communicate how tough it was, but I'm not gonna do that here. It's not.
Yeah.
Not now. But loyalty is something that is. I just give out.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're my people, I will give it out. But if you betray that, then I'm just fucking done with you. And I will be vocal about how done I am with you.
Yeah.
And I will tell my partner how fucking done I am with you.
Yeah.
Like, I have zero use for people that, I've always been a 4 quarters over 10 dimes kind of guy. When it comes to friendship, when it comes to everything.
Yeah.
And when you don't have that loyalty and trust, when you betray that, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Right.
And that's something that since day one, that she has never even gone close to betraying.
Yeah.
They're so far apart. I like I always say, they're back to back.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Yeah, for us the same. It's so crazy. I feel like that's just like a major pillar of a relationship, and I think loyalty is kind of a given if you're with your person. But trust, I feel like, is definitely one of those things that's tough to navigate for a lot of couples.
Yeah. It means different things to different people.
Right,
Subjective.
I think our loyalty and trust built very early on when you were in college.
Right, because we
had to.
Yeah, so we got set up at that, senior prom, essentially, and then I went to college for 4 years, almost immediately after. Assumption in Worcester.
Worcester.
You know what they say when you assume?
Woo, what?
You went to Worcester. So where did you go?
The woo.
Nowhere, but you went to Chris was not that far away.
No, not at all.
No, he would come up at least once a month. Yeah, but obviously, in college, a lot of men going to parties. I was actually known as Mama. I had 25-year-olds calling me Mama Hen.
Fun.
It was, and he was Papa Hen.
They weren't 25.
It was a dynamic. Oh right.
Mama and Papa.
See, I have no concept of time. We're actually 20.
But last week, Mike was like, that was last year. What?
Yeah, right. But yeah, definitely loyalty and trust was kind of built. I actually remember we don't necessarily fight. We have strong conversations, I guess.
We fight.
Yeah. Which.
We fight.
Sorry, I naturally needed to clear my throat. I wasn't trying to disregard what you just said.
Shut the fuck up.
She has a lot of frogs.
I have a lot of frogs. My allergies are really kicking in. I'm trying not to choke during this podcast. But I remember we were obviously very new, and I went to my first frat party, and I knew going in there was nothing that was gonna happen, but I was I had asked if I could dance with people or something maybe, and you were okay, but I think I was
I can picture that conversation.
I was drunk at the time, and I think I over exaggerated maybe how much fun I had with X person that I danced with, and nothing else happened, but that was so rude of me to express that.
Right, but in that moment, you were just trying. I see what you were doing.
Right,
but I also see him sitting. I also see him sitting in a room completely sober, being
okay,
so,
this feels
I
insecure.
was actually at work.
Yeah,
nice.
Even better.
Nice, yeah, that's a great place to be.
Even more lonely.
Oh, right, you're working overnight.
I was
even more lonely.
No, I was putting shoes away at Marshall's.
Listen, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yes,
exactly.
Here we
I
are.
worked at Bob's stores.
Yes.
But that's even more lonely than being at
I'm
home.
sorry.
You know what I mean? So being stone cold sober and just being running through the possibilities of what could be happening.
Right.
I get that too.
Right, but
all I would do is go up and down aisles and put shoes away because the fucking slobs of the earth.
They have a huge suit.
Actually, Josh and I were having a conversation.
Well, we're not having the shoe conversation now, guys. We're talking about something else.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No one cares about your first job. We all suffered. We get it.
Talk about it when we're playing cricket.
I agree.
At the time, since we were so new, I thought, like, generally, it was my first relationship, so fun fact, also, like, Josh is my one and only boyfriend, which is, like, wild
it's
and
so adorable, though.
different, but, I thought at that point, yeah, it is me. It's just who I am, and I scored big. The universe handed my person on a silver platter, and I cannot complain.
No, don't.
But at that point, I thought I, like, really fucked up, and I was like, shit, like, I am no longer gonna be with this guy in the morning, because he's gonna be not happy with me, or, like, not forgive me for whatever I did. But, like, I give Josh a lot of props for being a guy and, like, still speaking that, like, that he was really hurt by whatever I had done or whatever.
Yeah.
But moving forward, and, like, knowing, like, I also knew at that point, like, I had to earn my trust back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't just move forward having a conversation or a fight like that and know, like, that it's not, like, tainted, like, that trust or loyalty.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have loyalty at the end of the day, what do you have?
Right.
Like, that's the thing. It's like, that's something, like, I know I could leave you.
You're just wasting each other's time.
Yeah, like I know, like, I've seen her get hit on before, like, in front of my face.
Yeah. I never know it's happening.
And she doesn't know. She's
I'm like, that nice man just wanted to buy lashes for his daughter. And he's like, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
No, he's going to text you in an hour and ask you out.
Yeah.
Ding! And
Yep.
But I'm just like, he was so kind.
That's a you up text.
Like, I don't see, I just...
No, because you have that loyalty that it's, like, not even an option.
No, like, no, I don't... Yeah, no. I'm like, no, hun, no.
The trust is when, trust for me, like, it was a really profound statement that I've heard before, is trust is what you do in a room when you don't have the person.
When you don't think anyone's watching.
That's character. Yeah. That's character. Trust is when you act like the person that you're with is in the room watching you every single, like, and not in a bad way, but it's just like, I don't see other women than her in a room I'm going into. Like, we'll talk shit about people. We'll give people compliments like we do.
Yeah, right.
But I'm not looking to go out. Like, I told her the first night I met you, I was like, I don't need to. I need to see where this goes. I don't need to look. I don't need to look at anyone else.
Yeah.
And I haven't. And it's just, that's a mark of people that you know that they're gonna make it.
Right. Yeah.
You know that you, like, the first time I met you guys, she says, "Oh, we're gonna be friends with them." I said, "Yeah, we are. We had a great time."
Yes.
Quickly
becoming best friends.
Yes.
Or I mean, I feel like we've already achieved that.
Yes.
For sure. And we so appreciate
how
you guys.
It's okay, Josh. We all make sacrifices for the ones we love. We don't matter anymore.
And we really appreciate you guys for being who you have been already with Cam, because
that
has been such a treat.
He's just only.
That's something we're trying to work on, though, as like a couple is asking for help in other places.
No, please do.
Yeah.
The worst thing that's gonna happen is someone's gonna say, "I can't today."
Yeah.
But you already knew they couldn't.
Yeah. You know what I do every Friday night? Absolutely fucking nothing. My kids upstairs.
Every Friday night.
If you want to come over and
drop him off, go out to dinner.
Yep, bring him over. I'll get him nice and fucking bathed in bed. We have a thing where I pick him up and he laughs at me.
Yeah, he does. You like throw him all around.
Oh God, I do.
He has a great time.
That child.
Yeah, he does.
And like the first time we ever watched him, you didn't even tell me like when he had to eat or anything.
Yeah, no, you
and
guys
you panicked like 3 hours later, and I was like, Bessie, he told us.
Yeah.
You were like, he did? I was like, yeah. When he cried, he's hungry.
He talked to us.
He's hungry. He has to poop or something. Yeah. Well, I'll translate for you.
First time he was like this.
Yeah. Food.
Oh, you pooping? Okay.
Yeah.
More. I'm like, more or more? He's like, lady,
big
bag.
Both.
Big bag.
He's like, both.
Yeah.
Both.
How big is Cameron?
Oh, I know that.
I love it.
He's so
such a
That's
cheese.
the coolest thing you guys are ever going to do, and you've done it. Is bring Cameron in the world.
Thank you. And we're so lucky, honestly. For any parents, like, it really takes a village, so please lean on your people.
It does, ask, because, like, we want to help.
Yeah.
But, like, also, I have this thing I do whenever anyone I know has a baby. I let them know, look, if you need to take a shit, call me.
Yeah.
If you wanna fuck your husband, call me.
Yeah.
I will make sure your child stays alive.
Yeah, right.
If you wanna just give me a stroller, I love outdoor time. That's my only request.
Imagine calling her up and being like, hey, I wanna get piped.
No, but like no questions asked. My schedule is flexible. I have the luxury of working for myself. So if you say, hey, I really need to shut my eyes for an hour today, I'm going to say I can come this time, this time, this time.
Right. And I think that's what's beautiful about you, because I'm also like that person that likes to try and show up the best I can. Yeah. But people, like recovering people pleasers out there, like you do need to set boundaries, and like you can still feel really good about offering yourself, but set boundaries about when or like how much. And like, because that's so important, because life, even if like you're unemployed, and like you're a stay-at-home mom, or like even if you're not doing anything, like I feel like life is so consuming nowadays.
It just
no matter
goes
what.
by too quickly if you don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Like a day turns into a week, turns into a month, and then all of a sudden you're like, what have we done?
I've been through unemployment with her. That was honestly the most difficult stretch. Was a bunch of shit happened very, very, very fucking quickly. And it was to a point where it was like, if you leave, I'll understand. And I said that to her more than once. I'm like, look, she's young, and I'm not kidding. Olivia's young enough where she won't remember you. I will tell her that you were around for a little while, that you loved her, and that, you know, we just didn't work out. But then it was, we found each other again and again and again and again. You do, but the thing is, though, you don't have to. You have to with the person that you're meant to be with.
Yes.
Because going through that with someone else, and I don't mean to disparage anybody, and I'm not doing that for the record. It's just I didn't have that. We were further apart when that was. And the only thing that we did was grow closer. Yeah. And it was through the laughter, through the loyalty, through the trust. Through the, we have no money, so let's go to McDonald's and just get a fucking 40-piece chicken McNugget and smoke some weed that I've had in my grinder for Lord knows how long. So if we can taste the colors afterwards.
If you can't afford fresh bud, go back to your grinder. It has so much keef. It's waiting to
happy
save
Keefster
you.
to all the people watching.
Yes, happy Keefster. Oh my gosh. I didn't even wish anyone a happy holidays with a Z this year.
Days.
Holiday.
But anyway.
Anyhow.
As we want to keep it moving, what's the fourth question for us?
The last one. So honestly, the first 4 were solid, and then 5 I kind of just filled in at the end. So if you have anything extra after this, definitely feel free to share. But I put set boundaries, protect your peace, and time together.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Can I take this one first?
Go for it, Amanda. Our boundaries connoisseur.
So one thing.
I am jumping to talk, but you can go ahead.
All right, Josh, after me.
He is too.
I'd like
Look
to
at him.
reserve the second spot for Josh.
I'm
So,
get out.
in our relationship, if for some reason we're not finding common ground during what you may call a conversation or an argument, I choose to remove myself from it.
Like a fart in the wind.
Right. Why? I'm going to tell you. I know you want to know.
I want to know.
So first and foremost, because I love to name call. I want to take out the dirty shots. I want to bring things up that are years old. I want to load my gun with ammo that will trigger you, because it will give me the response I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So if I remove myself and go for a little ride, smoke a little joint. Thank you. If I go for a little ride, smoke a little J, wrap my head around what's actually upsetting me, I'm not going to come back and insult you with anything I know that's going to trigger you.
Yep.
And also, it helps me feel not attacked when I return.
Yeah.
So, like, literally, he'll say, if a conversation starts sounding like it might escalate, he'll say, do you need to go for a ride? Yep. I do.
Yeah.
I do. I need to physically, and it's not because I don't love you. It's not because of anything.
You just need that time.
I need to physically remove myself from it to realize that what we're arguing about is not a big deal.
She talks about it like a fight or flight, but what I look at it is trying to be a little bit proactive in a relationship and prevent a problem.
Right. I don't want to be mean, but I know I could be.
The last time that we did, I knew that it was like something somewhere, and I couldn't put my finger on it, but I did something stupid or said something stupid. Or maybe I didn't. It doesn't fucking matter. But the thing was, is I was reticent and cognizant enough to look at her and say, hey, do you want to go for a ride? And then the initial answer was, no, I don't I was like, hey, do you want to go for a ride?
Yep, thank you.
And then I was like, I went over, I was like, here you go. Here's because I'm a weed sommelier.
Yeah.
I look at Leafly
He's my weed
for
sommelier.
all the fucking coolest strains at the
What is it?
Leafly.
Leafly. Okay.
That's a website.
Looking up for a sponsor for shits and gigs.
I love that option.
Me too. But Leafly goes into the how and why of cannabis.
Cool.
Of what, because you have the menu, so I figured like, hey, I want to make sure that she has the best experience possible.
Anyways, I think what we're trying to say is like know your weaknesses too.
Yes.
Right.
Like I know that like if something's escalating and I know my anxiety's now driving my responses.
Yep.
I need to physically remove myself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like don't like call me, but I'm not taking the call because like
Right.
I don't want to be mean. That's not who I am.
Yeah.
But I'm capable of doing that because of past traumas.
Right.
And I want to do that because it feels satisfying to me.
Yep.
I want to say something mean.
Right, yeah.
So I'm just going to go for a quick ride. We'll reconnect in 20. You have my location. I'm not turning it off.
Right.
Like, I'm
she doesn't. She goes to like a park, and I'm like...
Yeah, I go to a baseball field and just chill for a minute.
Yeah. Maybe I should start doing that.
R.I.P. to my secret spot.
She runs the bases, and I'm out.
I find a spot where no one's going to pull in and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, right.
With a running vehicle at this hour.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm just taking space for my man for 10 minutes.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. It's like with my space, what I'm learning to do is literally just put things down and then just same thing, get away from her. And that's not like I need to do so, but it's like
it's not a runaway. To be clear,
I tell her, I'm not in this to fight with you. I never want to do it again.
Yeah.
We all know it's going to happen.
Right.
We all know we're going to have disagreements. It's just,
but you have to learn to navigate and pivot, like depending on the scenario.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't necessarily fight because like you said, kind of take notice when something's escalating. Yeah. And we'll kind of just like take a break from the conversation, but we'll always bring it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would say like within 24 hours.
Yeah, we don't hold grudges.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because that just is.
I'm never gonna go to bed angry with you. Like I told her that I was like I've fought so much for so long. I don't want to go to bed angry. And that's the thing. It's like the other important part of that is that we say, all right, look, reset. We're just gonna reset the day. Like if we had a miscommunication in the morning, like
Can we sad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want to go help him out?
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
We'll hold space for you because I know.
I'll hold space.
I want you to talk about something.
Do you want me to check on him?
No.
So you can say your piece. Okay.
I have no peace.
No, you have a piece.
That's not what I heard.
Communication is
Ayo.
number one.
Ayo.
I mean, Cam's here, so it's clearly a great
By
piece.
the way, if you're looking for an alternative name for penis, Shits and Gigs podcast subscribers, I refer to mine as the barrage hole.
The barrage hole?
Yep, there you go.
What is that?
It's
an Italian meat roll.
Stop it.
Nope.
I
Can't
love that.
He's
It also
not
sounds like a
Italian.
penis.
Barrage hole is Italian.
What are you?
I don't know, I'm adopted.
International man of mystery.
But
You've never done a DNA test? Or are you scared to? Or not necessarily scared to, are you hesitant?
We're conspiracy theorists.
I like
Why
to...
do they want our DNA for?
No, she asked me,
very
let me ask.
valid point.
Also.
Let me ask. I like to look at myself as a mysterious Arabian prince.
Okay.
I am. Like Aladdin.
Like Aladdin.
What? Okay.
What?
No, I mean, here's the thing. This is awful, but I just want to see who I look like. I don't really need to know who they are. Yeah, cool.
I feel like that would also be a curiosity for me.
Yeah, like I just want to see a picture of both of them. Like, it tastes
interesting. Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like clearly, my father was fucking ravishingly handsome.
Obviously, clearly.
My mom was a bridge troll.
A bridge troll.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, but honestly though.
What?
Oh, Michael. You're so cute.
You're so sweet.
So sweet.
Sweet candy.
Yeah.
Setting boundaries. I'm trying to think in our time. So I think especially with having a baby, we've had to set boundaries more so with like time, which I personally, so it was hard for us because I feel like I really value family time.
Yep.
But also like before we had a baby, we would go over Josh's parents like every single Sunday and do like a Sunday dinner, and then we try and also visit my family at least once a week. So, but to do that with a child is just like not realistic.
Yes.
It's not.
And leaving the house with a child is different.
A task.
I would tell you for the
I
first
could
6
literally
months,
run to
people come to you.
Excuse me. I could literally run to Starbucks with this.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, I'm also gonna run here, here, and here.
Right.
It's fine.
Right.
But with a child, you need luggage.
Luggage.
There's like planning ahead.
So much baggage.
You have to haul around their shit.
You have to bring so many meals with you.
Yes.
So many meals come with you.
Meals.
It's just a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's different.
So it's different. And I feel like that was very hard for us. And I feel like you kind of have to stay strong as a team through like those harder boundary settings because there is some like pushback sometimes, whether it be with each other or with whoever's receiving the boundary in your family or your friend group or whatever it is.
And they don't mean to.
No.
They don't
people mean well. It's just they're not in it, so they don't get it. Like why you're necessarily setting that boundary.
They're so far removed or they don't have kids. Like that's the thing, and that's not a slight on anyone that doesn't have children. It's just different. Like I told her as a single parent, and I did everything for that kid. I was mom, I was dad, I was all of it. But my thing is that different rules apply. You know, so it's like the same thing. Different rules apply with kids, and it seems that people, for whatever fucking reason, just don't. I don't even know the word to say, but it's like the boundaries set, like you said, like they're not received well.
Right. Yeah.
And that's part of it too.
Yeah.
You have to navigate that together.
Right.
So, but you guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
You guys are doing a great job.
Thanks. Definitely doesn't feel easy. We're
very
still not
lucky
sleeping
son.
through the night, as you can see. Year deep.
Brain.
Year deep.
1 year in.
We had 2 weeks of sleeping through the night, and then he got sick, and now he's not sleeping
How
through
do
the
you
night
guys
again.
handle that? Do you alternate?
So yeah, we typically try and alternate. But again, like if one of us are like really tired, or if we're not feeling well, like the other person will try and step up. But yeah, we try and alternate. Especially he's kind of like on average right now, waking up for 1 bottle a night.
Okay.
Because I don't know if he's teething. I feel like he's been teething for a fucking month or something.
He will. It just never stops.
I don't know what's happening, but sometimes he just won't settle down.
Teething, so it doesn't
Yeah.
This just in.
Yeah. So we're still working on that, but I am honestly very thankful because I do hear we're in like obviously the club. There's so many moms that plug in, and unfortunately, like I hear these partnerships that are just so like that 90-10. Like it's rough, and I feel terrible, and I like try to empathize, but I just don't know it any other way. And
no, and like for Mike and I, first and foremost, it's a friendship.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like at the end of the day, like if we at the end of every single day, if we connect as friends, we're happy.
Right.
If we did not connect that day as lovers or in an intimate physical way, that's okay.
Right. Absolutely.
Because we're still going to bed as best friends.
Right.
Yeah.
And like
100%.
we'll make a point to make sure that happens.
Like
right.
even if we're not going to be like physically intimate, like we're still going to be physically intimate because it's like, all right, why don't you put your head on my chest and fall asleep and drool on me?
Right.
Which I'm fine with.
Yep.
But it's like at the end,
I'm an open mouth breather.
I'm a wicked mouth breather, hon.
Dude. Scary.
No.
My favorite is
Michael
when she talks in the middle of her
like,
sleep. When she talks in the middle of her sleep, she goes, sometimes I sleep talk. And I go, no, you don't. And then I have these weird shantic screams because I quit smoking.
Oh
and
my
I wake
God.
up at like 3:30 and then she'll be like, go to the side, go to the aisle 6. And I'm like, what?
I can't take any
Go to
responsibility.
aisle
for what
six.
happens when I'm
Like
asleep.
she's talked about, we've had
I
full
heard
conversations.
Chantex my cousin had the same experience. Crazy dreams.
Crazy.
I had a dream the other night that I had to, you know how you go into like a brushless car wash,
Yeah.
and you have to get into the thing.
Yeah.
I had a dream that if I went out of the thing, my car would go into the ocean, and it did.
Stop.
Yeah. No idea why. No
Oh
idea. My
my
therapist
God.
is like, well, you're going through a lot right now. And I'm like, there's still no reason for that.
Falling into the cliff.
I feel great. I'm in a good spot. I don't need to not get sleep.
Right.
But,
That sucks. Well, how many days has it been?
oh God, not cigarettes. It's
Yeah.
been a long time. I don't remember the exact date because I faltered last summer.
Okay.
But not anything. I had a cigar at her cousin's house.
Yeah.
But other than that, like I haven't.
But cigarettes have been like your main focus of trying to get
I
like.
smoked for almost 20 years, man.
Wow.
20,
Good for
almost
you.
20 fucking years.
It
I
was
smoked.
a
that up.
diversion to get away from humans in his family or relationship that
Yeah, like a break.
yeah.
No, it was
and
a
no one would
10-minute
stop it.
vacation, work, no matter what. If I didn't want to be somewhere, I'm gonna go outside and smoke. I was the only one that
And
knew that smoked.
no one would stop him.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop.
How's it
Back to
doing?
Josh.
How's it going?
Alright, inquiring minds.
Good job,
wanna know.
Daddy.
What do you have to say?
We're talking about setting boundaries, protect peace and time. I just briefly talked about how we like transitioning to having a kid had to set some boundaries with like family and stuff because we used to be like more involved and not so much. I mean, we're obviously still checking in on our family on a very regular basis, but to have those like in-person touch points
I can tell who belongs to whom from those photos.
What?
Like, I can tell who belongs to whom from those photos. You guys have a beautiful family.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome to see.
Family does mean well.
Yeah.
There are times where their well wishes feel like a burden, and it's hard to say, hey. Like, I was thinking about this on the way over here. There was this one time my mom, like, desperately wanted to chat on the phone. Mm-hmm. And I finally said to her, I'm going to let you go. She said, why? I said, I'm giving all I can give right now. I don't have a full conversation in me.
Yeah.
And in that moment, she took offense to it, but then she went, okay, thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we hung up. And I texted her the next day, and I said, it wasn't even about you. I just, like, I wasn't even listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not fair to you or that person.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the same way, especially with texting, with, like, either clients. Cause I have so many notifications all the time.
All the time.
Because a lot of my business is virtual.
Yeah.
So I kind of, when we had the baby, I, like, kind of, not fair warned, but I gave the expectation, like, I'll get back to you within 24 hours, for sure.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But it might not be as immediate as it once was. But even with, like, friends and stuff, if I don't get back to them right away, I'll leave it unread because my brain will forget otherwise.
Yeah.
TG for the iPhone for giving us that setting.
Yeah.
But, so awesome.
It's like a daily reminder that I'm an asshole and I don't talk to people.
Right. But I'll often say, hey, respond to whatever, sorry, or I apologize for being, like, a day late. However, I just couldn't be present, like, yesterday or whatever.
Yeah.
Because that's big to me, because I wouldn't want someone to just respond. I want you to, like, actually be in the conversation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what I feel with that is like when I text someone, I'm the same way, but on the opposite end of the spectrum. When I get a text message back, because let's just be honest, I always have something in my ear because of work.
Yeah.
And then when I get because I call, fiancé at my phone.
Yeah.
And it says fiancé has responded. And I'm like, I get all excited. And she's like, I'm so sorry, I just saw this. I'm like, no, I'm just happy that you're responding. Yeah. So the thing is that you like, we live in an on-demand world.
Yeah.
Your on-demand is upstairs.
But that's not real life.
No, it's not. Your on-demand's upstairs. Your on-demand is each other. Your on-demand.
Right. You still feel that, like, pressure, though, from society.
It's never going to go away. It's never going to go away. It's where we are as a society.
Right. It's like, terrible, but yeah.
We have, like I said, an on-demand culture where it's like, I can get booze, food, all of it. Why can't you respond to me in 5 minutes? Right. I used to say that out loud. It's a text message that takes 30 seconds to fucking respond to.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes, one of the things that I've been doing a lot lately, in all honesty, especially when we have family time, is swiping down, putting my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
I'll still have it on it. I'll still have it on me.
Yeah.
But I don't need to. There's nothing really that important.
Right. Other than being in that moment, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
All right,
I
friends.
have my phone
go ahead.
going Do Not Disturb at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Every
I think I have it.
Tell me more.
PM.
I just have it
AM or PM?
Both.
PM.
I wish it
7
was
PM.
AM.
No, it just goes on Do Not Disturb and
Yeah, you see it, you see it.
Do you have any idea how much I wish like my phone is my work sometimes, and I just wish I could fucking be like, all right, I'm done.
Samesies. All right, kids. What are we at? We're at almost a minute 30. So let's wrap
an
this.
hour 30.
Oh my God, yeah, an hour 30, not a minute 30. We've been here many minutes.
Many minutes.
Many minutes.
90.
Let's just roll off some ways to spice up a long-term relationship.
Do something outside your comfort zone.
Yes.
Do something that makes you feel weird.
So the year I was forced to redefine myself online, I had to get a new phone number because I switched up my phone plan, and then I lost all access to my Gmail, so I also had to get a new Gmail that year. I was like, let me get a Snapchat. Let's bring that back.
I love this.
But I only added Josh. I have like a handful of friends. Feel free, you two can be like some exceptions if you want.
I don't go on Snapchat.
I still get notifications.
If you're gonna add me on Snap, I'm not gonna respond right away. It's primarily to keep things spicy. So
then I'm going on it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be on
Josh,
my list,
please CC me.
Thank you. Deal.
And then I'm gonna text Josh and be like, nice.
I would love spicy phone stuff from her, but like, I'm not gonna make it a big deal out of it. Like, I completely just fucking drop ship dick pics whenever I have to.
Do it, Mike.
Yep.
I do. I mean,
Spicy.
but most of it, yeah. But it's like she's like, oh my god, thank you. I didn't realize it was that day.
I'm like,
Your
thanks.
special day of the week.
Anyways.
Just airdrop. Just
So
airdrop
what's
it the
for-
next time you're on a plane.
Oh
Yeah,
my god.
yeah, to everyone.
Stop,
Yeah,
imagine.
no.
Look
I'm
at
gonna get
that.
arrested.
Look out.
I like to go.
Stay
on
strong.
airplanes. Yeah,
Stay
stay
strong.
Yeah. The only thing you did say though that like when we first got together was, you're not gonna send me unsolicited dick pics, are you?
I
I'd
just
go like, no, like
if
even
you're
if you
not
ask
into
me for
someone,
it,
it's truly just their genitals.
Yeah.
If you're not like into someone, you're just like, what?
I'm not
Right?
gonna be
You
like.
pee from there.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it. Like,
Yeah.
I would rather flex my bank account than a fucking dick pic for a girl I just
exactly.
met.
I don't.
Right,
It's just weird
yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
If you're into someone, yes, but like
Yeah.
if
To
you're
go to Wendy's instead of
Like,
McDonald's.
don't show me your least attractive
Gotcha.
part. Like, dicks
What?
and vaginas are both disgusting. Let's just
they're not.
throw it out
No,
there.
they're
vaginas
not
are beautiful flowers, you
aesthetically
stop that.
pleasing. No, they're not.
They're
aesthetically
garbage
pleasing.
disposals, Michael.
Yes. Not mine,
Except
it's a
ours don't need the
beautiful
little
flower.
thing that you throw in it.
And on that note,
It's self-cleaning.
Thank you so much.
it's
Thank
like
you,
a Dyson.
universe.
Oh man.
I put visiting a speakeasy because that was our first time when we went.
That was fun.
I'm so sad you didn't get to go.
No,
We'll
it's
go
fine.
back.
I reaped the benefits
Okay.
afterwards.
Yes, you
Don't
did.
worry.
And then she had 3 drinks that night.
Yes, you did.
I also read the benefits.
Yes, Josh, it was your birthday.
Oh
well.
well,
Josh.
actually,
Oh, boy.
you. What do
There
you
were no
mean?
benefits.
No, you were fucking with the toilet that night.
Are those the benefits that we speak of?
There
Yeah.
were
It's
no
fine, bro.
benefits.
We had a
Usually
great
that's before
time.
We have to go somewhere. My stomach acts up.
Yeah, we had a great time. But I liked the speakeasy vibe because there were no TVs, which was like my
Yes.
big thing, and
No
it just allows you to
distractions.
really connect with whoever you're with, whether it be a
Yeah.
partner or friends.
Yes.
It's so nice.
Yes,
Yes.
I agree with that. Speakeasy, especially Jefferson Speakeasy, for sponsorship purposes. We went there with,
I love
with a
you.
very good friend of mine.
Best
He's gonna be my
espresso.
best man in our wedding, and he is a throwback, and he is like 25, and he just loved the vibe, loved the atmosphere, same thing, and it was like there's jazz playing from like
Yeah.
pop music songs.
Yep.
The only TV in the spot is a back one that shows a
Fireplace.
Fireplace.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
You
nice.
smell the smell. We had a hip hop violinist on
Really?
when we went. Yeah,
So fun.
That's cool.
Who knew?
yeah.
Who
Went
knew?
home and
Who knew?
spun Justin
knew?
Bieber vinyl because
I
that's the
love
vibe
it.
he put forth.
The beats.
So fun.
So yeah, can't recommend a speakeasy enough. Find one.
And the way they dress
Find
too.
one.
It's
Yes.
Yeah,
Right?
they're like
Tour guide,
they're
3-piece suit.
fun. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's why I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have this like vintage family photo wall on the
Yeah.
side.
That is the best picture of anything I've ever seen.
Thanks. Yeah, that's all of our like wedding pics.
No, just 3.
But-
No, just 3. Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
just
just one of
three.
each actually.
Your parents, my parents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
love
that
that.
is
But I don't know. I just feel like
fucking perfect.
people had more of like a respect for like how they were showing up back in the day, and I really love that. And it was like complicated times, but also simpler times.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yes.
Some people still treat flying like it's an occasion. Meg Davis.
What is it? Flying. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Flying smart.
Next thing to keep things spicy, be open to exploring new sexual interests. Obviously,
Yes.
is like a very kind of obvious one.
Yes. So sometimes Mike will propose something and I just flat out laugh at it.
Yeah.
But then I'll circle back like, okay, now that I've gotten like the
Time to
teenage
process
boy
it.
out of me, yes.
My favorite thing
Now
is when
that I
she
laughed
laughs
at
like
the
right
word.
to my face.
Well, sometimes it's funny
Right.
because I'm forever a juvenile with buttholes, farts, like
Yes,
forget
all
it.
of
Oh
I'm
yeah,
done.
fart
Yeah.
equals funny.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm a,
Let's not
I'm a
pretend
child.
otherwise.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Don't even.
It's so funny.
like Olivia puts slime into a container and it makes fart sounds, and it's like we just both die laughing. from
Right.
it.
It's
Well, the
hysterical.
Orbeez situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had buckets
Oh
full
my
of Orbeez,
God.
but all I could think about is if you stuck your penis in that, it's gonna feel amazing.
Probably.
Right?
Cold, but amazing.
Yeah.
For the record, I did not try it.
We did not
For the
try
record,
it.
I also this is the first time hearing this. So
Try it next time, Mike.
No, please don't.
But I'll tell you what,
sure won't.
when we dumped all those in the trash bin,
What?
that thing was heavy.
So heavy.
Those things are heavy.
Yeah.
Choose wisely with the Orbeez.
Yep.
So sexuality is meant to be explored
Absolutely.
without
And it's
being-
evolving.
yeah.
Right, and actually, I plugged into something called Landmark, which honestly, if you have like $600 to invest in yourself, I highly recommend. It's like a weekend away in Boston. It's a personal development type thing, but you're basically, they teach you distinctions to work through. I can't really go into it because it's going to be way too long. But essentially, it allows you to confront things like from your past and also have like uncomfortable conversations that will hopefully lead to like breakthroughs or like deeper connections. And one of the things was like they were touching on like communicating, and I remember she specifically said, if you can't even ask for what you want in the bedroom, how can you expect to receive what you want anywhere else?
Wow.
Because it's like the most intimate space with
The
your
most
person.
It should be the most direct, straight line to intimacy.
Right. Yeah. So like if you're not asking for what you want or expressing what you enjoy in the bedroom, like how do you expect your person to know? Or like I don't know, like don't be afraid to like share what you want. Like
no one knows you better than you.
Right.
No
exactly.
offense, but we've all been in our own bodies for however many years.
Right. Yeah.
42.
Like, our partner has not been in our bodies for that much time.
Right, and everybody's so different, and I feel like you have to explore yourself, but also as a partner be open to like receiving like what the person wants. Like don't take it personally if like they're asking you to adjust anything.
Right,
just like roll with it, because
it's honestly it's a gift that they trust you with.
Look at it as a compliment. Look at it as a compliment that says, you know what, I want to try something, but I want to try it with you.
Yeah.
Also, that's
like,
one of the things I say to her all the time.
If your partner's first reaction is a giggle because they're 12 like me, don't be
Right.
offended.
No.
Like it might just be like you said butthole, so like now I'm laughing because I just buttholes.
Right.
Like it's not you, it's me.
Like just picturing
but
the
don't
picture.
like, but don't. It's not a no.
Right.
It's just like give me 10 minutes to like, be a child.
Right.
Let me
and
be
I'll
a
come back.
fucking child.
Right. I'll be right back.
No, but then it's like the other thing is too is that I believe that regular intimacy is, I don't want to say necessary, but regular intimacy is something that, at least for me, is just like something ultimately to look forward to.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about sex. Like
Right.
I'm
But
talking
it's what
about
intimacy is what separates us from what separates relationships from friends.
Yeah.
Absolutely, for sure.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right.
that's how like yes, like I've chosen you and you've chosen me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just I've learned to look at intimacy differently from sex. You can separate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we'll want something on the couch and she'll be on top of me.
Yeah.
Like because you want to be.
Like a seal is.
Is she awake?
No.
She's on top of me.
Is she awake?
No, she's not awake.
No, she's not awake.
She's
That's
not
how
asleep.
Here, smell this chloroform.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'll put myself asleep.
Remember the first rapey thing I said to you in our relationship?
What? Yeah, he said to me once.
Persistence beats resistance.
And I was like,
oh yeah, you told me about this.
Makes me feel uncomfortable. But also, like, yes, because I'm so adamant about not letting anyone in. So, like, he had to be.
Yeah, right.
To get in.
Right,
so, like, yes, but also, like, don't say that in public, please.
I feel like 8.5% rapey.
Persistence beats resistance. It's 100%.
And then I told you if you broke up with me, I would have people sing happy birthday to you at every date you went on.
That's my worst nightmare.
I know it is. That's why I told you can't leave me.
I hate when people sing happy birthday at restaurants or on airlines or anything.
She had to add in airlines because
like
of recent events.
Because recently,
her mom, her own mother. I go, Jean, I did it, and she goes, did what? Got to the airport on time? I go, no. I said it was Amanda's birthday. She can't go anywhere. And she goes, that was probably not the best course of action.
Stop.
Dr. Jean Solera. For the win.
Love it.
I can dissociate hard. Do not try me.
Yeah.
I will not be there. If I'm not there, I'm not there.
Right. Oh my god.
Thank you for coming.
All right. Solidifying a date night for us is like pizza is like our thing every week. Do you guys have like a specific night that you like either carve out time or
Sundays? Always Sundays.
Yeah, we have like what we call sexy Sundays, where it's like I used to go shovel horse shit back when she owned a horse.
Yeah.
But now it's like what we'll do is like we'll go to a brewery. We'll like have a couple. Like we'll that time we have great. Yeah, we'll venture out.
I even shave my armpits.
Oh my god, yes.
The legs, though.
Big. It's a big.
Not
it's
the
a
legs.
big yeah, listen. I am old. I'm tired. I'm sorry. There's just certain things that.
Yeah.
You want to boy this week, or should I shave my legs this week? Pick one.
Yeah, pick one. Yeah.
Not
prioritize.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like a once a week shave. It's just maybe even
I
not
think
that.
I
don't know.
It's such a
1 to
surprise
2
when they
times
do
a
that,
month.
right? Like if you don't know and you come home and you're like, oh god, it was a long day. Oh.
Yeah.
No, but then I'm tired from shaving, so don't touch me.
It's surprising sometimes.
The worst part isn't the sandpaper.
Thank you for still loving me.
Out and it doesn't feel like sandpaper.
Right. Yes, when it's folded over.
Yeah.
And now it's smooth. That's nice.
It's starting to curl.
Like pigtails.
Oh my god. Maybe not that bad.
Anyways.
I put also learning how to cook something new together. Yeah. That's kind of like something different.
Zone,
comfort zone.
Like do something that makes you feel weird.
Right. Or she sits and watches me like a hibachi chef and she goes like this. Happened once.
I
hate cooking. I'm not good at it.
Cooking gives me anxiety. And then I say,
why? I love to cook.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's okay.
It's another way to love her. Like even though her palate is severe, she can't do mushrooms. But the thing is also, it's like that's not even an option.
Yep.
But like
you can't do mushrooms either.
It's a texture thing.
It's a texture thing.
Make me some mushrooms, please.
I just can't. I want
it's
to.
a texture thing.
I want to like them
Meg
so
Davis
hard. People who love them,
all the olive oil and butter
mushrooms.
With
Listen,
onion.
I can't. This thought alone makes me want to dry heave. I can't get it past the jowls. Yeah.
They said that and they can go talk about it.
When it touches the back. No, I can't either.
I can make them 3 ways. I can saute them. I can smoke them.
Shut up.
I love it.
I can bake them.
Josh and I are gonna make this happen. Stop talking.
Okay. All right, and then something new I actually learned this week is the Paired app. So there's a free version. The free version, you only receive the option to, it asks you like one question a day. That's like kind of fun and different.
Yep.
What was the other one? Would you rather be on like a reality cooking show or something else the other day?
Yeah, it was
reality cooking show and I don't know, like Survivor maybe. And like which one do you guys think like you'd thrive better at? And you can each answer it and it's like a different fun way to connect.
We would not win on Survivor. We are not survivors.
Us either.
Michael and Amanda. Amanda and Michael. Michael.
We're not survivors.
We are not.
No, hun, we are no longer athletic. No.
It was some years
ago.
Everyone here has been.
Cooking or a dance show.
Oh, a dance show.
Did you have? It's not multiple. One of the things I like about Paired, at least when we looked at it, was you have to actually answer the questions, not multiple choice.
Right. No, not multiple choice. Yeah.
And that is, but the only thing in about Paired, sponsorship opportunity. The thing about Paired is you have to answer it before your partner can answer it. So if you don't answer it, your partner does.
Right.
It's like getting left on red.
No, I hate it.
And then I'm like this.
It's a jam for me. No, it's another
We
thing.
just started like 2 days ago.
It
Not
is.
even today, I think.
I didn't even answer the second question.
Yeah.
I did the first one.
We probably won't be consistent with this.
We barely started.
So our own version of Paired
Subscribe
is...
to find out.
Yes.
There you go, Josh. Way to go.
There we go.
Yes. Our own version of Paired, I guess. We a couple months. It was the beginning of this year. The Google Doc that we created.
Which one?
Ooh.
Oh.
Google Doc. It's called
that was
Perfect
like,
Team.
I think that was
It's after
the end of last year.
It's after
I love them.
The end of last year.
Thank you.
I love that you have Google Docs together.
Thanks. Yeah. So essentially, now it's gonna sound super corny, but anyways, it's a Google Doc that's shared, so only us two have access to it.
Yeah.
And then every time we like think of each other while we're apart, we'll like type a little note with the date.
I love that.
And then you just like plug into it every once in a while and see if like you left each other a note or something.
And when he doesn't, do you get mad at him?
No, I just am like, okay.
No.
I don't.
Anymore?
I did that for comedic purposes.
Yeah. No, I'll just, if I notice it's been a while and like he hasn't put anything in, I'd be like, so did you check the Google Doc? Like,
do you like your wife at all?
Recently.
Did you remember that we had this thing?
This sounds like.
One other thing that's really fun that we do is we have a chalkboard cabinet in our kitchen.
Yeah, I was gonna speak on that, like for the laughter portion.
Yeah, go ahead.
That is basically every major laugh that we have goes on that chalkboard.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Or like a huge like pivotal
awesome.
moment in our life. Yeah.
A core memory.
Yeah, a core memory. Yes.
And it doesn't matter if it's just between us. If anyone is over.
Yeah.
If it's funny, if it's a great time, we throw it on the board.
Yeah.
One of the things I like to do is remind her when she called me a cocksuck.
I was so angry. I was like,
she was fuming, sir.
I don't even know
couldn't finish the word.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, it's not that I couldn't finish the word. I was like,
she justified not finishing the word.
You're so whatever that
she
you only get one cock to suck.
Fucking cocksucker.
You can't even
do
suck
that right,
multiple
so there was only one of them.
Yeah.
And I was like I just started laughing.
Yeah.
I
like,
couldn't.
what is happening right
no
now?
one has ever fucking shredded me like that before.
Yeah.
And she was like, she's like, you're a fucking cocksucker, Michael.
not multiple cocks, one cock only.
Just one, and you fucked that up too. And
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
What is even going on right now?
What is
like,
happening?
I love this
You're
woman
being
so
ridiculous.
much.
Full communication.
You're being ridiculous right now.
It happens.
Yeah. What else?
I was just going through our.
What are you looking at?
The doc?
Our document.
Oh, our doc.
Yeah.
Dear Joshy.
Anything
No,
else?
like, I haven't opened this thing.
Yeah, I noticed.
The last time I put
A
something
reading
in was in
By
December.
Josh Davis.
And
December?
now, a
Yes.
reading
Wow,
from the...
I've been not mentioning it, I guess.
Megan.
I've updated
December.
the last several months.
Ladies and gentlemen.
February.
That's a month of
It's
love.
a big month for me, I guess.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, a reading from the book of Megalations.
Oh, God. You want to read one? An example of what we
Yeah,
left?
yeah.
Dear Josh, the silhouette of your double T-shirt.
Let me,
Thank you.
Dear J Daddy.
Megalations 2:5:24.
Megalations.
Oh, my God.
Now reading from the book of Megalations.
Alright.
2-5-20.
A reading from Megalations 2:5:24. Just daydreaming about how we've been parents for almost a full year already.
Oh, you guys.
Even though I feel like we're still figuring it out, I couldn't imagine doing it with anyone else. Thank you for allowing me to express myself transparently, without judgment, because this shit is hard.
This
Oh,
shit is so
yeah.
hard. It has to be
Yeah.
judgment free.
That's
also.
adorable.
Right.
It
That's
has-
like
it
so
is.
cute and
I
honest.
love
Never
that.
lose that. Never
Yeah,
forget
so-
that. Never
Yeah.
forget that.
Thank you.
Please
This
don't.
shit. Also, this shit is hard.
So hard. We're tired.
we are tired.
I have a child
exhausted.
that literally goes like this to Amanda. And then puts it, yeah,
Yeah.
licks her.
White-
Can I read my favorite one?
Yep.
What?
Megalations.
Can I please read my
And
favorite
now
one?
reading
What?
from the book of
From
Megalations.
me?
Yes. Megalations 8:31:23. Did I literally just have poop in my hand?
Yes, you did.
Yes.
You're a great mom.
I got
I
pissed
think
on, by the way.
I think that was one of the tub poops.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man.
Disgusting.
Thing we do for
Can't
our
handle
children.
it. Huh?
Things we do for our
I'm
children.
impressed with Cam's poop. It's pretty solid.
Right? Yeah, he does have pretty good poops,
Really?
honestly.
It's one solid nug.
All right, friends. Any other things that we wanna? We're like
I have
approaching
to
2
piss
hours
like a
here.
racehorse.
What?
I think
I have
this
to
should be
piss
a
like a
part
racehorse.
1 and a part
I
2.
just peed myself a little, so we should probably end this.
That's fine.
Life hack: go pee when you put your baby back down to sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Here's the thing.
that's
Here's the
sit
thing.
down.
Here's the
Sit
thing.
down.
Here's the thing.
All right, friends. Cheers. Oh,
Good
we're
night.
all done with our drinks, but
Some of us.
Yeah,
Cheers
some of us
to-
indeed.
happy
Here's to
and
love.
healthy relationships, love. Can you
Love.
feel the love
Here's to
tonight?
Making
growing
it
together.
work.
Contact.
Love tonight.
Good night.
Good night.
Matt
Toodles.
Davis.